This device. This device is a piece of technology created by Steve Jobs. It's an Apple phone and it has changed many lives. This technology and many other types of electronics stores all the knowledge you need on your fingertips. You go on Google, click, type a few words, and you can search for anything you want, get any information you want. But the phone also has its disadvantages. For example, social media. Social media is very time consuming. The average person has 5 to 9 hours of free time, but 2 to 3 hours is actually wasted on social media. So if you cut this time on social media by a few hours, you can do a lot more productive, innovative stuff. And social media is also a leading cause of procrastination. Procrastination happens when you don't want to do something, you're nervous about it, or you just are dreading it. It's a big project that you just don't want to do. And because of that, your mind wants something you can feed on. For example, dopamine, the hormone that releases happiness. And social media gives you that very easily. You can watch a funny TikTok reel or Instagram reel and easily get a lot of dopamine. And that quickly energizes your mind and just keeps away the things that are important away. And this is bad, and actually many high schoolers face this, and maybe even some adults. A lot of my friends keep things to last minute, and even I did. For example, the speech, I actually had a full spring break to write it, but I kept it for the last weekend, this past weekend. And all this procrastination also leads to a lot of stress at last minute. But these are just some negatives, but electronics and technology also have a lot of positives. For example, the pandemic and Zoom. Zoom is one of the biggest softwares that everyone uses now. It's a software that lets you learn from anywhere, virtual, at school. You can have any classes you want. And it's helping a lot of education to keep going amidst the pandemic. The pandemic changed our lives, but through technology, we can still keep it as normal as possible. You can talk to friends, FaceTime your friends, message your friends through Zoom, and other social media also helps with this. And with increasing technology, it's also more easier to collaborate with each other. For example, many college-going students can easily work on projects together using Google Docs, a collaborative service. And with more technology growing worldwide, it is way easier to learn new stuff. For example, coding. Coding is one of the biggest skills, and it's growing so much that it's one of the most recommended skills to have as at any point in your career, because there's so many jobs building upon it due to the increase of technology. For example, in India, in rural India, a boy, he made a software using programs and artificial intelligence that lets farmers stay at home and control their crops and water sourcing. Usually farmers in India, including one of my uncles, has to wake up early in the morning, 4 a.m., travel 1 mile or so to get to the field, and then turn on the water sprinklers and all that. And it can be dangerous because who knows what's in the farms. Sometimes it's mongoose, sometimes it's snakes. So this boy, he created a technology that can save so much time, save lives, and help many farmers around India to easily grow crops and make it more safer. This is why technology is very growing across the globe. It makes our life easier. For example, all of the technology that is built from phones to computers to everything is to make our life easier in some way or not. Now I'm going to move on to the evolution of technology. First, I'm going to talk about the medical aspect. In a long time ago, we barely had any medicines. First, medicines were made out of herbs and water, and just natural items you can get. But now you have these giant labs and many different resources that you can go to and make your own medicine. For example, the coronavirus vaccine that is helping all of us get out of this pandemic was made in a lab, and it was made very fast at record-breaking time due to the increase in technology that we have and the resources. Another aspect is engineering and tech. For example, cars. First, we had to use chariots and horses, but now we can use Teslas and many other cars that are way faster, way quicker, and easier to use. Tesla has an electric car which even helps on our natural resources. It cuts down on carbon footprints, and it cuts on fuel and oil that's used. Self-driving cars are also a new boom that are coming, and the future is very near for self-driving cars. In fact, a few companies already have a few self-driving cars available. And then lastly, lifestyle. Technology is incorporated into lifestyle in everything. For example, now there's smart fridges, there's smart homes. Everything has almost smart on it. Smartphones, smart watches, and all of these are helping us to have our life easier. If you don't know what to bring for grocery, you can have a smart fridge, and it can now tell you like you're missing this items. And you can even have a smartwatch, which many people do, that can easily track your fitness and your messages without hands-free, without even touching your phone. So lifestyle and technology are very related, and they're booming even more now because of the increase in technology. And technology is used so much that nearly half our day is with technology. You might spend 9 to 8 hours working on school homework or even your job, sitting in front of a screen. Then you watch videos and TV. That takes another 3 hours. So total, almost 12 hours per day is spent on technology. That's how much we're incorporating technology in our life. And the pandemic is actually increasing this because we can't really go anywhere. There's more kids playing video games, more Zoom calls, more screen time. And in conclusion, tech is growing and it's inevitable, but how we use it and how we innovate is what will define the future. Thank you.